and welcome to PCOA's Healthy Tidbits for Staying in Place. These sessions are brought to you by the certified instructors who are normally teaching PCOA's enhanced fitness classes. My name is Liz, and I'll be doing about a 40-minute session on chair yoga. Remember to move safely, have space around you. If at any time you feel any pain, pull back, just breathe, wait until we're ready to move on to the next section. Never work into pain. Drink water and have fun. And remember to check out all the sessions on PCOA's YouTube channel. Tell your friends and stay safe always. So we're going to begin having a nice sturdy chair, and it might be helpful to sit on a blanket as I have here so that our hips are slightly higher than our knees. And then we're going to start to align the body. We're going to have our feet about hip width apart. Our knees are over our ankles. And then as we travel up the body, our hip points are in line as well. Good. And then we're going to think about lifting the pelvic floor just a little bit, sort of like a cable exercise. And we're going to bring the belly in towards the spine and then up. Good. And our shoulders will be down and away from our ears. We're going to float the chin towards the heart and then back a little bit. You might feel like you're going to fall back, but you won't. Good. And then we're going to think about a little string at the top of the crown, as though the string is extending the spine upward. Good. Beautiful. And the hands are going to be resting palms up on the thighs. Excellent. And we're going to begin with some breathing. Today's session is going to include breathing or pranayama. We're going to include some yoga postures or asanas, which will include a warm-up. And then we'll go into our final relaxation pose or shavasana. So I'd like to begin by just centering our yoga practice today with a little breath work. And if you like, you can lower the gaze towards the earth, or maybe close the eyes. And then begin to just pay attention to the normal breath. So without forcing or judgment, simply pay attention to each natural inhalation and exhalation. Good. And now when you're ready, we're going to begin with some deeper belly breathing. And so we're going to allow ourselves to, on the next inhalation, allow the lower belly to expand. And we're going to bring the breath up the front body. Take a pause when you reach the base of the neck, and then allow the breath to cascade down the back body through parted lips. And continue with this deeper belly breath. A few rounds, maybe 3 or 4. Good. And when you're ready, Release the deeper belly breathing and return to the natural breath. Observing once again the inhalations and exhalations that come naturally. Notice if there's been a shift. Good. And now, when you're ready, begin to bring some movement to the fingers and toes. Just wiggle the fingers and toes as we begin to bring our awareness back to this room. And then finally, begin to blink the eyes open, still really focusing on nothing in particular, maybe still gazing at the earth. And then finally, blinking the eyes completely open, returning to this room. Good. Excellent. Now, check in with the body, with the spine to make sure we're still aligned. Sometimes we begin to cave in on ourselves. So make sure that we haven't splayed the legs. We're still beautifully aligned all the way up. Belly is tucked in and up. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Good. And then we've got that string at the top of the crown, lift the spine. Good. Beautiful. We're going to begin practice with some warming up, and we're going to take some gentle motions to begin with. We're going to start at the crown, at the head. So we're going to begin to just float the chin towards the heart and then up. Good. Little yes motion. Good. Beautiful. And bringing back the head to center. And from here, we're going to go ahead and float the chin towards the heart and then make little half circles in the earth. Little smiles. Good. Last time. And coming back to center. Lift the gaze back to neutral. Excellent. Now we're going to take the gaze over the right shoulder. So we're going to take an inhalation here. And on the exhalation, we're going to look over the right shoulder. Good. And then back to center. Once again, now we're going to take an inhalation here. And take the gaze over the left shoulder. Good. And back to center. Let's take that one more time. Inhale. And take the gaze over the right shoulder. Back to center. And over the left shoulder. Good. And bring it back to neutral. Excellent. And from here, we're going to go ahead and take a nice inhalation. And on the exhalation, we're going to allow the head to float over to the right shoulder. So we're going to experience a nice stretch along the side neck here. Good. And inhale up. Good. And exhale, float the head over to the left shoulder. Good. And up to center. Excellent. Now let's take the hands to the sides, and we're simply going to bring the shoulders now up and down. Let's do that 3 times. Good. Excellent. And now we're going to bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Excellent. Last time. Good. And then from here, let's take the arms in front of us and inhale. sweep the hands back and sweep them behind us, bringing the fingers towards the back heart. Good. Feel that nice stretch across the heart. Breathe. Exhale and bring the arms together. Interlace the fingers and then push the hands away. Good. Feel that nice stretch that you're getting along both sides of the neck here. Breathe. And on the exhalation, go ahead and leave the hands open here. And we're going to take the palms skyward. And we're going to begin to just do some little turns of the shoulders. So we're going to bring the hands over in front and then back. Good. Remember to keep your alignment. The belly is tucked in. The shoulders are down and away from the ears. Nice elongated spine. Now here we're going to leave the palms skyward and we're going to begin to curl the fingers in, and then we're going to bring the hands in. Good. And then out. So we're getting a nice stretch on the tops of hands and arms, forearms. Good. Excellent. We'll do that one last time. Breathe. Good. And now we're going to float the hands over and float them down to the sides. Good. Now we're going to take an inhalation up to the crown of the head. And on the exhalation, we're going to send the hands towards the knees and we're going to round the back in a hollowing cat. Bringing the back towards the back wall. Good. And then we're going to inhale and open across the heart, bringing the arms behind you. The gaze is still really at the horizon. Good. And exhale, we're going to curl once again, round the back, float the chin towards the heart, and inhale, open across the heart, sending the arms back. Good. Excellent. And then one last time, rounding the back, sending the hands towards the knees, floating the chin towards the heart. And then inhale, open the hands and arms across the heart once again. And then this time, let's lift the gaze, making sure that your belly is tucked in. Good, beautiful. Excellent. And exhale, coming back to center. Good. We're going to go ahead and take a little half-moon pose here. So we're going to begin by warming up the side body. So we're going to take the left hand down to the side. The right hand can be resting on the thigh or on the side of the chair. So we'll inhale as we bring the arm up, and here we're going to reach up, light and bright through the fingers, and then if your shoulder is coming up with you, you want to bring the shoulder down. Think of lengthening the spine. Good. Gaze at the horizon. Excellent. We're going to take the palm away and exhale down. Good. Send the other arm up. Inhale. Once again, light and bright through the fingers, bringing that shoulder down if it's coming with you. Feel that nice stretch in the back body. Good. Palm turns away. Exhale. Good. Excellent. From here, we're going to take that again. Inhale on the left arm. Good. Bringing that shoulder down. Excellent. Palm turns away. And exhale, floating the hand down. Inhale, up. Light and bright through the fingers. Shoulder comes down. Palm turns away. Exhale. Good. Now this time, we're going to bring the arm up and over. We're going to begin to arc over to the side. So we're creating length on both sides of the body. So the hand can be at the side. Good. Excellent. And then we're going to take the arm away, exhale, and come down. Very nice. Other side. Inhale the arm over, begin to stretch up, lengthen, and then arc over. Good. Feel that nice length on both sides of the body. Turn the palm away, exhale, and come down. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and bring our feet together. We're going to take a little twist. We're moving the spine in all the different directions, forward and back, side to side. We're twisting and we're elongating the spine at each time. Okay, so now we're going to take the outside of left hand and put it on the outside of right thigh. Now from here, think about lengthening once again up through the crown. Good. We're going to inhale here. And on the exhalation, we're going to sweep the hand back around us. Now the idea here is not to overwork the spine, simply to give yourself a twist. Good. This gaze can stay wherever it lands, does not have to move any further. Good. Exhale, coming back to center. We're going to take the back of the right hand to the outside of left thigh. Inhale up through the crown. On the exhalation, sweep the left hand behind you. Once again, the gaze stops at a natural point. Breathe. And exhale back to center. And we're going to take the twist again. We're going to leave our feet together. We're going to realign ourselves. The pelvic floor, lift up once again. Bring the belly in towards the spine. Nice and tall. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Once again, the back of left hand goes to the outside of right thigh. Inhale up to the crown. And exhale, sweeping the hand behind you. Now this time, maybe we send the gaze towards that extended thumb. Good. Breathe. And exhale back to center. We're going to take twist on the other side. So we'll take the outside of right hand to the outside of left thigh. Breathe up through the crown. And exhale, sweeping left hand behind you. This time sending the gaze maybe towards that extended thumb. Good. Breathe. And exhale, back to center. Good. Very nice. Now we're going to walk the legs out to a little wider. Make the legs a little wider. Good. We're going to make sure that we can feel the earth underneath our feet, that our knees are over our ankles, so we're not splayed inward and we're not hyperextending on the outside. We're nice and aligned here. We're going to find that beautiful alignment again. We're going to bring that belly in towards the spine and up, shoulders are down. Good. And from here, we're going to take little pelvic turns. So we're going to bring the pelvis forward and back. Good. We'll do it 3 times. Excellent. Come back to center. Take it in the opposite direction. Good. And now from here, we're going to begin to fold forward a little bit. We're going to do the same sort of pelvic turn, but we're going to link the breath this time. So we're going to inhale up to the crown. And on the exhalation, we're going to come forward, making that circle a little bigger. Take the whole of the breath as you come forward, exhaling back. Good. Back to center. We'll start the other side. Inhale, folding forward, bringing torso and heart forward. Good, last time, inhaling. And exhale back to center. Good. Now we're going to walk the legs back together. Well, actually, we're going to walk just to about apart. Good. And I want to do a little pelvic tilt here for you. So focus on that whole area. We want this lower area now, and we're going to make little pelvic tilts here. So we're simply going to roll the tummy in and then out. So really, the top of the body is not moving. Just little pelvic tilts, and be careful about overarching. You come forward. We're still maintaining. Good. And come back to center. Excellent. Now we're going to just focus on the legs and the lower body. So let's bring the toes up and down. Good. Excellent. Bring the toes in just a little bit. And we're going to lift up the heels and then down. Good. You're doing great. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and reset the feet. Hip width apart. Knees are over the ankles. And we're going to bring in just the left toes. And from here, we're going to open up in a little butterfly. Good. Come back to center. Sole of the foot comes back to the earth. Bring the toes of the right foot up and open and close. Good. And back to center. Now we're going to use our core strength to lift the left leg up, and we're going to point and flex here. Point and flex. Good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and make little circles with the ankles. And then opposite direction. Maintaining your alignment. Float the leg down and bring it back to center. Good. Let's use our core strength to lift up right leg and point and flex. Good. From here, little ankle circles, one direction, and then the other direction. Good. Float the leg down and bring it back. Now let's take the left leg out. We're going to bring the toes up to point towards the body. From here, we're going to take a nice inhalation up through the crown. And on the exhalation, we're going to hinge from the hips forward. The head remains a natural extension of the spine. Maybe the hands come to rest on the standing leg. Shoulders are down. Your core is engaged. Good. Breathe. Feel that stretch in the back leg. Good. Now use your core strength. Push off of the standing leg and come back to center. Good. Let's take the other side. Toes are coming towards the body. We're lengthening the spine. Belly is tucked in. Inhale. On the exhalation, we're going to fold forward. And remember here again that the head remains a natural extension of the spine. So we're not going to drop the chin and we're not going to lift the chin. It's all one long line. Good. Breathe. Good. And when I say engage your core, I mean use your core muscles to bring yourself up to center. So you're really focusing on the torso and midline. So we're going to push away, but using this core to bring yourself up to center. Good. And the leg comes back. Excellent. Now we're going to take a little breath work again before we head into a few postures or asanas. And the breath work that I'm going to do today for you is called the breath of joy. And the breath of joy brings some fresh oxygen to the bloodstream, and it gives you a lot of energy. After a few rounds of it, you may feel very calm. But if you have any concerns of high blood pressure or anything that's going to make you uncomfortable or dizzy, then this is not the breath work for you. But we're only going to take 3 rounds. At any point you don't feel good, just stop, breathe naturally. Right. So the breath of joy is a 3-part breath, and we take 1 breath in parts. So it goes like this. And exhale. And then we're going to link it with some arm movements. The arm movements go up, forward, out, forward, and down on the exhalation. All right, so here we go. Last time. Good. Now take a few minutes just to see how you're feeling. Check in with the body. Good. All right. And from here, we're going to take a little flowing posture, which is called dancing cat. So we've warmed up the back, the spine, and the legs. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to inhale the arms open. On the exhalation, we're going to bring the left knee and we're going to curl towards the knee, bringing the forehead towards the knee. So exhale, bringing the knee forward. Use your core strength to do this. Inhale. Good. Exhale, right knee towards forehead. Good. Exhale. Good. We're going to do it 3 times. Good. This is called dancing cat. Last time. Exhale. Inhale, open. Use your core strength to bring your knee up towards the forehead. Good. And out. Excellent. Float the hands down. Beautiful. Our next pose is going to be a seated sunbird. So seated sunbird is a balance pose for us. And what we're going to do is we're going to find that internal alignment. We're going to lift the pelvic floor a little bit. We're going to bring the belly in towards the spine. Shoulders are down, ears. If you find yourself caving yourselves, just remember to bring the belly in. Lift the spine. Good. Excellent. And we're going to bring the left leg out in front of us, and we're going to flex the foot. And we're going to take the left hand up. We're going to think about that little string that's bringing our spine in line. We're going to breathe here, and we're going to send energy through the standing foot. Good. One last breath. Shoulders are down. Exhale and bring the leg down. Good. We'll take this pose on the other side. We're going to begin with the legs. So we're going to use our core strength to lift the leg, flex the foot. Good. The right leg, the left arm is going to be inhaled up. Shoulders are down. You're nice and aligned. Think about that string. Good. Breathe. Energy through the standing sole of the foot. Good. Exhale and bring yourself back to center. Good. Very nice. Now the next pose we're going to do is a Piriformis Stretch. It's or figure 4. So we're going to find that alignment again, and we're going to bring our hands beneath the left thigh, and we're going to lift the thigh up. And we're going to allow it to come over and rest on the standing leg. The supported foot is flexed. We're nice and aligned internally. Nice. Shoulders are down. Pelvic floor is lifted. Belly is tucked in. Good. And we're not going to place any weight on the supported leg. We're simply going to be here allowing that hip to open up. Good. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to take a forward fold. So we're going to breathe up through the crown of the head. On the exhalation, we're going to hinge from the hips forward until you feel a slightly deeper stretch. Now, if this is too much for you, just pull back. This is a good stretch right here. But if it's in your practice, come forward. Once again, the head remains a natural extension of the spine. So we are not here and we are not up here. We're right in line with the spine. Good. Breathe. Shoulders are down. Good. Now I want you to use your core strength once again. Focus on the core strength to bring yourself up to center. Good. We're going to add something to the posture. We're going to bring our hands and rest them on the leg. We're not placing any weight, so we're not forcing them down. We're simply placing a little added weight. Good. Breathe. Good, excellent. Release the hands from the leg, and then we're going to help our leg to come off of the standing leg back down to the ground. We're going to interlace our fingers on the right thigh rather, and then we're going to bring the knee up, and then we're going to allow it to come over, resting the ankle above the knee, so not right on the knee, right above it. No pressure here. And this side might feel dramatically different than the other side. I know it does for me. So we're going to make sure that we have some nice energy in the standing leg. Good. We're going to breathe. We're just going to allow the hip to open naturally here. Again, it might feel different than the other side. Breathe. Good. And now once again, we're going to begin that forward fold, finding your alignment, belly tucked in, shoulders are down, nice length through the spine. Inhale. On the exhalation, we're going to hinge from the hips, folding forward, feeling that slightly deeper stretch. Again, the head remains a natural extension of the spine. Shoulders are down as they're creeping up. Good. Supported foot is flexed. Good. Now using your core strength, bringing yourself up to center. We'll add that little weight to the legs, the standing leg. Good. So we're not forcing any weight here, we're just simply with the weight of the hands. Good. Breathe. And exhale. Good, nice job. Now we're going to take the leg, help it off of the standing support, floating it back down to the earth. Good, nice job. Let's take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. Check in with the body. Good. Now our last posture, before we head into final resting pose or shavasana, is we're going to do eagle, a seated eagle. So we're going to take the left leg and we're going to cross it at the ankles, cross it on top of the right leg. Good. Excellent. And then because we have the left leg on top, we're going to take the right arm on top to the opposite shoulder. We're going to sweep left arm down. Good. And maybe this is your eagle. Maybe this is where we're at today. Good. Nice tall spine. Good. Now we're going to allow the hands to float together. If this is too much, stay right here. Good. Breathe. Good. Allow the hands to float back to the shoulders. Stack the arms one over the other, and then open the arms across and send the hands out as though you're holding up both walls of the studio or of your room. Good. Breathe. And then allow the arms to float down. Good. Very nice. And then we're going to take it on the other side. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left at the ankle. Good. Excellent. Find that alignment. The belly is in towards the spine and up. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Good. And because we have the right crossed over the left, we're going to take the left arm on top to the opposite shoulder and sweep the right arm underneath. Good. Beautiful. Breathe. Again, maybe this is your eagle. Excellent. If it's in your practice, maybe we allow the arms to float together, the backs of the hands touching one another. The gaze is still at the horizon. Take a nice breath here. Excellent. Allow the hands to float back to the shoulders. Stack the arms one over the other, and then bring the hands apart, sending the hands to the walls. Good. Breathe. Beautiful stretch in the back. And exhale, allow the arms to float down. Good, beautiful. And now we'll come back to center, find that beautiful alignment. We're going to head into the final resting phase of the practice today. But before we get there, we're going to take what's called a mudra. And a mudra can be described as a mystical hand gesture or a symbol. And for today's practice, I've chosen lotus. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to take it in front of our heart, right about here. Good. The outsides of the hands are touching, pads are touching. And so it sort of looks like a lotus flower. Maybe you soften the gaze here or you close your eyes. We're going to bring the 3 middle fingers in towards one another as though a flower were closing in on itself. Good. And on the inhalation, we're going to allow the lotus flower to open. And exhale, close. And inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale, open. Take a breath here. Good. This lotus mudra will seal our practice today. And we'll peel the hands apart, allow your hands to rest on top of the thighs. Once again, maintain that alignment. And we'll head into a few minutes of breath observance again. So maybe lower the gaze, close the eyes. Good. Beginning to breathe a little more deeply. Bringing some movement into the fingers and toes. When you're ready, maybe blinking the eyes open, but focusing really on nothing in particular, maybe still just at the earth. And when you're ready, blinking the eyes completely open, returning to this room. Good. We'll close practice by bringing our hands in prayer at heart center. We'll bow our head. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun. And namaste. And just to remind everyone to check out all our sessions.
I think it just.
Oh, okay.